You are about to listen to a radio drama of A Midsummer Night's Dream by Shakespeare. In a nearby forest in Athens is where the story begins. The 6 artisans come to the woods to practice for a play, and there follows unusual and unexpected incidents.
Are we all here?
Right on time. This is the perfect place to rehearse. This clearing will be the stage, and this hawthorn bush will be our dressing room. Let's put on our play exactly as we'll perform it for the Duke.
Peter Queen.
What is it, Jolly Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never work. First of all, Pyramus has to take out a sword to kill himself, which the ladies in the audience won't be able to stand. What should we do about that?
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not at all. I've got a plan that will fix everything. Write me a prologue that I can recite to the audience before the play starts. I'll tell them that we won't hurt anyone with our swords, and that Pyramus isn't really dead. And to make it even clearer, we can tell them that I'm playing Pyramus, but I'm not really Pyramus. Really, I'm Bottom the Weaver. That will keep them from being afraid.
Alright, we'll have a prologue then. We'll write it in alternating 8 and 6 syllable lines, just like in a ballad.
No, add a couple more syllables. Make it 8 and 8.
I fear it, I promise you.
Sirs, you ought to think to yourself, bringing in, God forbid, a lion amongst ladies is really terrible. There's no scarier wild bird than the living lion, and we should remember that. We can just announce the actor's name and let his face show through the lion's costume and have him say something himself. He should say the following or something else to the same effect. Ladies, or lovely ladies, I would like to ask you, or I would like to request of you, or I would like to beg you, not to be afraid and not to tremble with fear. I value your lives as highly as my own. If you thought I was a real lion, I would be risking my life. But no, I am not at all a lion. I am a man, just like other men. And then he should say his name, and tell him plainly that he's Nug the carpenter.
Alright, that's what we'll do then. But there are 2 things we still have to figure out. How are we going to bring moonlight into a room? Because you know, Pyramus and Thisbe meet by the moonlight.
We need a calendar. Look in the almanac. Look up, moonshine. Look up, moonshine.
Yes, the moon will shine that night.
Well then, you can leave one of the windows open in the big hall where we'll be performing, and the moon can shine in through the window.
Yes, or else someone will have to come in carrying a bundle of sticks and a lantern and say he's come to this figure, or represent the character of Moonshine because the man in the moon is supposed to carry the sticks and a lantern. But there's still another problem. We need to have a wall in the big hall, because according to the story, Pyramus and Thisbe talk through a little hole in the wall.
Someone should play the part of a wall. He can have some plaster or clay or limestone or something on him to show the audience he's a wall. He can hold his fingers in a V shape like this, and Pyramus and Thebes can whisper to each other through that little crack.
If we can do that, everything will be alright. Now, sit down everybody and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you start. When you have said your lines, go hide in that bush. Everyone else, go there too when you're not on stage. Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, come forward.
Thebes, flowers with sweet, odious smells.
Odors! Odors!
Odors and smells are like your breath, my dearest Thebes dear. But what's that? A voice. Wait here a while, I'll be right back.
Am I supposed to talk now?
Yes, you are. You're supposed to show that you understand that Pyramus just went to check on a noise he heard and is coming back right now.
Most radiant Pyramus, you are as white as a lily, the color of a red rose on a splendid rose bush. A very lively young man and also a lovely Jew. You are as reliable as a horse that never gets tired. I'll meet you, Pyramus. At Nina's grave.
That's Ninus' grave, man. And don't say all of that yet. You're supposed to say some of it as a reply to Pyramus. You just said all your lines at once. Cues and all. Pyramus, enter. You missed your cue. It's never get tired.
Oh, as reliable as a horse that never gets tired.
If I were handsome, my lovely Tisbe, I would still want only you.
Help! It's a monster. We're being haunted. Run, everyone! Run!
Why are they running away? This is some joke of theirs to scare me. What do you think I've got on my head? You're acting like an ass, don't you think?
God bless you, Bottom. God bless you. You've been changed. Be born.
I see what they're up to. They want to make an ass of me, to scare me if they can. But I won't leave this spot no matter what they do. I'll walk up and down and sing a song so they'll know I'm not afraid.
The blackbird with its black feathers and its orange tongue-bill, the thrush with its clear voice, the wren with its small piping chirp.
What angel is this who's waking me up from my bed of flowers?
The finch, the sparrow, lark, the grey cuckoo with simple song that many men hear, but they don't dare say no to it.
Please sing again, sweet human. I love to listen to your voice, and I love to look at your body. I know this is the first time I've ever seen you, but you're so wonderful that I can't help swearing to that I love you.
I don't think you've got much of a reason to love me. But to tell you the truth, the reason and love have very little to do with each other these days. It's too bad some mutual friend of theirs doesn't introduce them. Haha, no, I'm just kidding.
You're as wise as you are beautiful.
No, that's not true. But if I were smart enough to get out of this forest, I'll be wise enough to satisfy myself.
Don't bother wishing you could leave this forest, because you're going to stay here whether you want to or not. I'm no ordinary fairy. I rule over the summer and I love you. So come with me. I'll give you fairies as servants, and they'll bring you jewels from the depths of the ocean, and sing to you while you sleep on a bed of flowers. And I'll turn you into a spirit like us, so you won't die as humans do. Come here, Peace Blossom, Cobweb, Moth, and Mustard Seed.
Ready. Me too.
Me too. And me too.
Where should we go?
Be kind and polite to this gentleman. Follow him around, leap and dance for him. Feed him apricots and blackberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. Steal honey from the bumblebees and make candles out of this beeswax. Light them with the light of glowworms, so my love will have light when he goes to bed and wakes up. Pluck off colorful butterfly wings and use them to fan moonbeams away from his eyes as he sleeps. Bow to him, fairies, and curtsy to him.
Hello, mortal.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? I beg your pardon, sirs. Please tell me your name, sir.
Cobweb.
I'd like to know you better, Mr. Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I'll use you as a bandage to stop the bleeding. And your name, sir?
Peace Blossom.
Please, give my regards to your mother, Mrs. Peapod, and your father, Mr. Peapod. Good, Mr. Peace Blossom. I'd like to get to know you better, too. And you? May I ask what your name is, sir?
Mustard Seed.
Good, Mr. Mustard Seed. I know you very well. Those cowardly, gigantic sides of beef have been responsible for many of your family members getting eaten as a condiment on beef. I swear to you, many members of your mustard family have made my eyes water before. I look forward to getting to know you better, Mr. Mustard Seed.
Take good care of him. Take him to my sleeping area. The moon looks sad to me. When she cries, all the little flowers cry too. They're sad because someone is preventing from having sex, or is having it against her will. Keep my lover quiet. Bring him to me in silence.
Puck tells a pleased Oberon of his trick on Bottom and of Titania's infatuation. However, when Hermia and Demetrius enter quarreling, Oberon realizes Puck has made a mistake. Puck goes to find Lysander and Helena, while Oberon puts the magic juice on Demetrius's eyelids. Helena is still sure that Lysander is making fun of her. Demetrius awakens and immediately loves Helena. When he and Lysander quarrel over her, they go off to fight a duel for her. Puck leads the two young men in the forest, and when they eventually fall asleep, he puts an antidote on Lysander's eyes.
Why stay? When love tells you to go.
But what love could make my Lysander leave me?
I had to hurt to my love, beautiful Helena, who lights up the night better than all those fiery stars. Why are you looking for me? Didn't you figure out that I left you because I hate you?
You can't mean what you're saying. It's impossible.
So she's in this too. Now I see that all three of them have gotten together to play this cruel trick on me. Hurtful Hermia, you ungrateful girl, have you conspired with this too to provoke me with this horrible teasing? Have you forgotten all the talks we've had together? The vows we've made to be like sisters to one another? All the hours we've spent together, wishing that we never had to say goodbye. Have you forgotten? Our friendship in our school days, our childhood innocence. We used to sit together and sew one flower with our two needles, sewing it in one piece of cloth, sitting in one same cushion, singing one song in the same key, as if our hands, our sides, our voices, and our minds were stuck together. We grew together like twin cherries, which seemed to be separate, but were also together. Two lovely cherries on one stem. We seemed to have two separate bodies, but we had one heart. Do you want to destroy our old friendship by joining this man to insult your poor friend? It's not friendly, and it's not ladylike. All women would be angry with you for doing it, even though I'm the only one who's hurt by it.
I'm completely dumbfounded by what you're saying. I'm not insulting you. It sounds more like you're insulting me.
Come on, confess. Didn't you send Lysander as an insult to follow me around, praising my eyes and my face? Haven't you made your other love Demetrius, who kicked me with his foot not long ago, call me a goddess, divine, rare, precious, heavenly creature? Why does he talk like that to a girl he can't stand? And why does Lysander deny that he loves you when he loves you so deeply? Why would he show me any affection unless you told him to? Why does it matter that I am not as lucky or lovable as you are, and that my love I feel is unrequited? You should pity me for that reason, not hate me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, fine. All right. Go ahead. Keep up your little game. Pretend to be sympathetic when then nudge each other and wink and make faces at me when I turn my back. Keep up your wonderful game. You're doing such a good job on this trick. Someone should write a book about it. If you had any sense of pity or manners, you wouldn't pretend to fight over me like this. But goodbye. It's partly my own fault, since I followed you here. Living or dying will soon take care of everything.
Stay, lovely Helena. Listen to my excuse. My love, my life, my soul. Beautiful Helena.
That's a good one.
Don't insult her like that, Lysander, darling.
If Hermia's begging can make you stop insulting Helena, I can force you to do so.
You can force me any more than Hermia can beg me. Your threats are no stronger than her whining. Helena, I love you. I swear I do. I'll give you my life just to prove this guy wrong when he says I don't love you.
I say that I love you more than he does.
If that's what you say, go fight a duel with me and prove it.
You're on? Let's do it.
Lysander, where are you going with all this?
Get away, you African!
No. You'll act like it's going to break free from you, Hermia. Pretend like you're going to follow me. But then don't come. You're a coward. Get out of here.
Stop hanging on me, you cat. You thorn. Let go of me, or I'll shake you off like a snake.
Why have you gotten so rude? What happened to you, my darling?
Your darling? Huh. Get out, you dark-skinned gypsy. Get out, you horrible poison. Get out!
Are you joking?
Of course he is, and so are you.
Now, Demetrius, I'm ready to fight as you promised.
I wish we had a signed legal contract. I can see you don't keep your promises very well. I don't trust you.
What? Do you want me to hit Hermia? Hurt her and kill her? Sure, I hate her, but I wouldn't hurt her.
Can you hurt me any more than by saying you hate me? Hate me? Why? What happened to you, my love? Am I not Hermia? Aren't you Lysander? I'm as beautiful now as I was a little while ago. You still loved me when we fell asleep, but when you woke up, you left me. So left me. Oh, God, help me. For real?
I certainly did, and I never wanted to see you again. So stop hoping and wondering what I mean. I've spelled it out for you clearly. It's no joke. I hate you and love Helena.
Oh, no. You trickster. You snake. You thief. What? Did you sneak it at night and steal my love's heart from him?
Oh, that's very nice. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're going to make me mad enough to answer you? Damn you, you faker, you puppet.
Puppet? Why puppet? Oh, I see where this is going. She's talking about our difference in height. She's paraded in front of him to show off how tall she is. She won him over with her height. Does he have such a high opinion of you because I'm so short? Is that it? So how short am I, you painted barber pole? Tell me, how short am I? I'm not too short to gouge your eyes out with my fingernail.
Please don't let her hurt me, gentlemen. However much she want to tease me. I'm never much good with insults. I'm not mean and cutty like her. I'm a nice shy girl. Please don't let her hit me. Maybe you think that because she's shorter than me, I can take her.
Shorter? See? She's doing it again.
Good, Hermia. Please don't act so bitter toward me. I always loved you and gave you advice. I never did anything to hurt you, except once, when I told Demetrius that you planned to sneak off into this forest. And I only did that because I loved Demetrius so much. He followed you, and I followed him because I loved him. But he told me to get lost and threatened me, kick me, even kill me. Now just let me go quietly back to Athens. I'll carry my mistakes back with me. I won't follow you anymore. Please let me go. You see how naive and foolish I've been.
Well, get out of here then. What's keeping you?
My stupid heart, which I'm leaving behind here.
What? You're leaving it with Lysander?
No, with Demetrius.
Don't be afraid. She can't hurt you, Helena.
That's right. Hermia won't hurt Helena even if you try to help her.
Oh, when you get her angry, she's a good fighter and vicious too. She was a Hellcat in school, and she's fierce even though she's little.
Little again? Nothing but little and short. Why are you letting her insult me like this? Let me at her.
Get lost, you dwarf. You tiny little weed. You scrap. You acorn.
You're doing too much to defend the woman who wants nothing to do with you. Leave Hermia alone. Don't talk about Helena. Don't take Helena's side. If you continue treating Hermia so badly, you'll pay back for it.
Hermia's not holding on to me anymore. Follow me if you're brave enough and we'll fight over Helena.
Follow? No. I'll walk right next to you, side by side.
All this fighting is because of you. Stay where you are.
I'm not sticking around here anymore. I don't trust you. You might be a better fighter than I am, but my legs are longer and I can run away faster.
I just can't believe any of this. I don't know what to say.
This is all your fault. You make mistakes constantly or else you cause this kind of trouble on purpose.
Believe me, King of Illusions, I made a mistake. Didn't you tell me that I'd be able to recognize the man by the Athenian clothes he was wearing? So far, I've done exactly what I was supposed to do. I put the love potion on an Athenian's eyes. And so far, I'm pleased with the way things have turned out, since I find all of this commotion very entertaining.
As you can see, these lovers are looking for a place to fight. Hurry up, Robin, and make the night dark and cloudy. Cover the sky with a low-hanging fog as dark as hell, and get these Oviga rivals so completely lost in the woods that they can't run into each other. Imitate Lysander's voice and egg Demetrius on what insults. Then rant for a while in Demetrius' voice and egg Lysander on. That way, you'll get them away from each other until they're so exhausted that they'll sleep like the dead. They're asleep. Crush some of this flower's juice into Lysander's eyes. The flower juice has the power to erase all the damage that's been done to his eyes and to make him see normally, the way he used to. When they wake up, all this trouble and conflict will seem like a dream or a meaningless vision. Then the lovers will go back to Athens, united together until death. While you're busy with that, I'll go see Queen Titania and ask her once again for the Indian boy. And then, I'll undo the spell that I cast over her, so she won't be in love with that monster anymore. Then everything will be peaceful again.
We've got to act fast, my Lord of Fairies. Night's fading quickly, and in the distance the morning star is shining, warning us that dawn is coming. At dawn, the ghosts that have been wandering around all night go home to the graveyards, the souls of people who weren't buried in holy ground, but instead lie rotting by the side of the road or at the bottom of a river, have already gone back to their wormy graves. They weren't buried in a real graveyard because they committed suicide, and they don't want their shame to be seen in daylight, so they avoid sunlight and stay forever in the darkness of night. Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. The people fear me in the country and the town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one of them now.
Where are you, Demetrius? You arrogant bastard! Say something!
I'm over here, you villain, with my sword out and ready to fight. Where are you?
I'm coming!
Let's go to a flatter area where we can fight more easily. Lysander, say something. You coward! Did you run away from me? Say something! Are you behind some bush? Where are you hiding?
Oh, what a long, tedious, exhausting night. I wish it would end. I wish the comforting light of day would shine so I can go back to Athens and get away from these people who hate me so much. I hope I'll be able to sleep and escape my troubles for a while. People can sometimes forget their difficulties when they are asleep.
This radio drama is presented to you by Noel Adel, Camille Leon, Doris Yanan Cabo, Mariela Burbano, Isabel May Halapit, Rose Cabisada, Mary Grace Sago, Cassandra Arugay, Jules Angelica Marcelo, Andriana Victoria, April Hanayap, Angela Angeles, Elijah Cruz, Jacqueline Bobier, Janlyn Morales, Justin De La Rea, Cristel Conanan, Michelle Serrado, and Patricia Evangelista. Thank you for listening.